Hey, how's it going? It's been a while since we talked about Marathon. That's right, last year in April of 2025, we were able to play the Marathon alpha testing for for 2 weeks or a weekend? I don't remember. It feels like forever ago. But I wasn't that impressed when I did play it. However, I did enjoy it. Like, I still had fun playing, but then that whole scandal came by. The art scandal. Anyways, we're moving past that. We've moved on. Everything has been figured out. Anyways, today there was a fun video that I wanted to look at with you guys. It's Marathon Developer Insights on runner shells, and they did a few different things to the game. They touched it up, made it look better. They added proximity to chat and bada bing bada boom other stuff. So let's check this video out. Let's go. Runners. Consequences. Runner shells.
Runner shells is what we're calling the bioprinted bodies that you, the runner, inhabit when you go down to Tau Ceti. Each of our launch shells is really an archetype of gameplay.
So abilities, passives, stat packages married to a very distinct silhouette that then players can look at, 50, 60 meters away and say, oh, I know what that is. I know what that player is capable of. And I can start to think about how to counteract it.
One of the things we really want to do from the build crafting side is making sure that we're providing people ingredients instead of giving them a recipe. Figuring out what you want for your build that is unique, and you do that across
This looks
cores,
fantastic.
across implants, do that across weapon mods.
This looks so much better than when I played the alpha test or play test or whatever.
Are powerful standalone perks that can be used in combination with each other to shift the gameplay style of your runner kit. We also want to make sure that there are interesting combinations of things that work together, but they have hooks that go out into the other systems, so you can create this crazy Rube Goldberg machine.
Depending on your playstyle, if you're someone who hangs back and likes to snipe,
that's me.
You're someone who
I like to hang back.
close quarters combat, and you're going to rush in. You're going to want to cater the items that you're finding differently.
The idea there is have a broad spectrum that everyone can kind of find a little bit of a home to, and then we're going to build on top of that.
Destroyer.
Destroyer is aggressive, brutal, whereas a modified, futuristic version of the Mjolnir armor from the original trilogy.
The shell is designed to get into the fight as fast as possible and stay there. It comes equipped with thrusters on its legs that
is awesome.
Faster, or you can use them for collateral evade.
A riot barricade so that they can generate presence and they can generate almost like aggro for their team.
Prime ability is
That's
Search and
awesome.
Destroy, which activates shoulder-mounted missile pods that fire heat-seeking missiles.
They have a way to lock down targets over sustained fire, which immobilizes them and allows your team to follow up.
Assassin.
Our Assassin Shell is built for players that like to play slow and quiet. It's very much a classic, backline infiltrator.
Ooh.
It has a dive ability that can be used to negate fall damage from any height.
Their tactical ability is invisibility. You pull this shroud of invis over yourself. You can sprint during it, you can maneuver during it, but the faster you move, the more visible you're gonna become, and if you take any actions, heal, shoot, get shot, you'll reveal yourself for a short duration.
This looks awesome. This actually looks awesome.
Their prime ability sends out this disc. It creates this plumes of smoke that you can enter into, and then when combined with their passive shroud, they go invisible when they enter smoke.
The gameplay looks fantastic, the gun
be invisible,
fights.
Be sneaky, and then enshroud the world in smoke.
Ooh. Recon.
Originally, Recon was called internally Fun Police. That really is the core kind of fantasy. It's about hunting people down. It's about playing detective.
Look at that scope.
Find all the assassin shells on the map. Recon is the shell you want to use. It comes with a tracker drone that you can toss out a little spider friend.
A spider?
That crawls along around and will track
Oh,
towards
Mr.
enemies
Krabs.
and explode. And that explosion overheats the target.
They can't move, they can't sprint, they're taking tick damage,
Sus.
and they help you lock down a target so you can pursue them. And for their prime, Recon has this really awesome helmet that splits open, and they tap in these.
I can't believe they
components,
added
it
little
opens
spiders.
up and pulses, and it
I
sends
wonder
out
where they got
this
that
like
idea.
wave that detects both AI and players and marks them for you.
And when you break the shield of somebody as a recon shell, they leave holographic footprints.
That's
behind.
awesome.
So even if they run away, you can follow that trail and they'll lead right to them.
And then finally, awareness, where if you get pinged, it'll actually tell you that someone like sees you. You won't know where, but you'll be able to be on high alert that somebody saw you and has marked you.
This already is telling me that this is a
Vandal is
very
our shell
heavy
that
PvP.
is, just by its very nature,
extraction
more agile than our other shells.
compared
It
to
has
Arc
micro jets that
Raiders.
let it do a double
That's
jump.
really focused on
It has a power
PvE.
slide that goes much further than our normal sprint slide.
Their prime overloads their movement system so they can commit and chain all those actions together. They're about getting in and out, causing chaos.
The arm cannon for Vandal unfolds, and you find a big-ass gun barrel
Like, I
inside.
almost feel like
You
this
can
is
use it
opposite.
to
Like, this is
knock people out of
PvP.
cover. You can use it to knock people off of buildings, which is way more fun than knocking them out of
PvE,
cover.
whereas
The number
Arc
of
Raiders
times
is
we've knocked people
PvE,
off of field
PvP.
maintenance is like, this is a great thing.
Thief. I usually don't like
Marathon is a
factions,
game
but
that
I'm
is all
really
about
liking
finding
these
the
different
best
ones.
stuff on the map. So we felt like we needed to have a shell that was sort of built for the loot goblin fantasy.
Loot
That is
goblin,
Thief to
sign
a
me
T.
up.
Thief's tradability
Yes,
is
am I gonna be a thief in this game?
Your visor, you can see containers through walls. You can see enemies that are within line of sight.
Their prime is pickpocket drone, where they deploy this like elegant origami mechanicalized butterfly.
That's
It
sick.
has like a mechanical whip that it can send out, and that knocks loot out of both players and AI, and then it can suck that loot back up with the same whip. Or you can use it for recon. You can fly around, you can ping, those pings are shared to your squad.
The Thief shell also has a built-in grappling device that is embedded right in the forearm.
Already,
You shoot
this
out a dart.
game is way
Mid-flight,
more
It unfolds into this propeller that pulls
complex
you along, and you can swing
in
away
terms of
to safety.
gameplay than Arc Raiders. I'm comparing it a lot to Arc
Recharge rates
Raiders.
for their grapple and their base handling and stats.
And
will
I'm
go up
going
as you
to.
fill the
Oh, I
backpack.
will.
So the idea is to become
But
a
it's
loot
completely
goblin,
different
right?
at the same
Steal
time.
as much as you can and get out.
It's definitely like unique.
The triage shell is our shell for support players. If you want to keep your allies kicking so they can kick back, we have triage for you.
They're equipped with these awesome like capacitive gauntlets where you activate them and then you can overcharge them and send out these tendrils that then like shock you back to life.
They got
Their
defibs
tactical
in their
ability,
hands.
They actually have these giant drones attached to the legs, and they pull them out. And it's a little buddy. He's got a little face. And you give him a high five and send him on his way.
That looks
He'll come and
awesome.
Hover over your shoulder and provide you with shields and health.
Triage is really a combat medic, so we knew we needed to give it an ability that was useful for firefights.
They've got two traits. The first one is a trait ability called Battery Overcharge, where they overcharge their capacitive gauntlets, which makes their weapons performance better. And if you're using battery weapons specifically, breaking shields will EMP targets, and that becomes an on-ramp to like a whole new layer of build crafting. And then they have the second trait, Shareware, which is really cool, which is any buddies that have medi drones on them, any consumable you use will get like copied to them. So you kind of almost are this like battle medic that's like constantly running triage on your team.
The Rook.
Sometimes you just want to take a breather after a bunch of runs and just kind of go on a run to just see what happens.
Yeah, true.
And Rook is really fun for that.
Picking Rook automatically opts you into queuing in solo. You're able to enter into a match in progress, and you're given a starting kit. You're not allowed to bring anything in. That's almost to your advantage.
So
because
free
you
loadout?
risk nothing, and anything you take out is yours to keep.
Instead of focusing on like progression and questing and things of that sort, it's a mode where we make it easy for you to just kind of drop into a match that's in progress.
I like that.
And run about and try to scavenge as much as possible and get out with it so that you can populate your vault a little bit more. For
Love this
future
UI.
runs.
It looks a
Rook
lot
has a tactical
better.
ability that lets it blend in with UESC forces.
It looks so much more
you activate
vibrant
it,
than
a little
before.
mask clears over your face, and you are not perceived by the UESC as hostile. This lets you kind of get in, grab a little bit of loot, and then bail.
Yeah, you,
One of the things
you
that
speak
I've
in my
really
language.
enjoyed about Rook is the added tension. Midway through a session, even though you've known like a few crews got taken out, or maybe you've taken out crews yourself,
what I love about this
how many new players get
is
through Rook.
because you're doing like a free loadout, they bring you in an already
when you see a Rook.
Game that's going on, which I do wish Arc Raiders did that to people who had free loadouts.
Or you are a monster and you blast them in the face. And I'm not going to say which one I am.
Who will you be?
I blast a lot of Rooks.
He's evil. Those poor Rooks. I actually think that this is a big W. Wow. Wow. Wow, there's just so much to unpack here. I still think their website looks so good. I am more excited to play this than I was before. Like, I'm actually really excited because they implemented things that's going to make it, because I don't know about you, but as I've been enjoying Arc Raiders, as you can see, I've been streaming it a lot, making some shorts, yada, yada, yada. I really like Arc Raiders, but sometimes I don't want to grind the same game over again. And I think what I'm really excited about with Marathon is there's a lot of different features, and this game's completely different than Arc Raiders. Yeah, it's an extraction shooter, but it has a completely different vibe. You have different factions. You can play differently. The free loadout, going in with a free loadout in an already, ongoing match is something that I think Arc Raiders should have implemented. Just because, like, it's... I don't want, as somebody who makes like a custom loadout and I go in with, my nice equipment and stuff and my nice gear, I don't want to go into a middle of a match. I would rather have a fresh match. So I'm hoping Marathon does that, whereas Arc Raiders doesn't. You know what I mean? So that's awesome. Now let's go to the news and kind of look more into... All right, there it is. Right here. Here. Just ignore this service alert. Dev Insights, Runner Shells, new video. So we just watched the video, right? And just to kind of like read it a little and understand it a little better for myself, there are multiple ways you can play each runner shell. So the runner shells are like the different play styles, right? So there's the Vandal. There's the Vandal. I wish they would say, here we go. This is great. So the different shells, there's the runner shell, the destroyer, the runner shell. Okay, I'm not going to keep saying runner shell. So there's the destroyer, the assassin, the recon, the Vandal, the Thief, Triage, the Rook. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different ways to play this. So what I was just talking about was the Rook, the Scavenger. The Rook frame is designed for Scavenger mode, a unique way to play Marathon. As a Rook, you'll drop into a match that's already in progress as a solo player. You won't be able to bring a loadout, but you are also aren't risking anything, which makes a Rook an excellent option. I love this feature. I think this is what's really good. What Marathon has, Bungie has, is they can take everything that Arc Raiders did and maybe implement and fix things that Arc Raiders is missing. This is a completely different game though, because you have the first person perspective, which a lot of people wanted in Arc Raiders. I just keep talking about Arc Raiders because it's the game right now that a lot of people are playing. It's the extraction game. And there are some things that I think Marathon is learning from, or Bungie is learning from Embark. So there's a lot, I am actually really excited for this game. It looks fun. It kind of looks refreshing to play in a first person perspective. I love the third person perspective in Arc Raiders because it's a very casual experience. It's a very casual game. I feel like it's more heavily focused on PvE with some PvP in it, but I think this game is perfect for people who want to play an extraction shooter that has mostly PvE. It seems mostly PvP. I could be wrong, but I'm getting like PvP vibes with some PvE in it, and that's kind of like the opposite of Arc Raiders, which is kind of what I'm excited for. Going into a game where it's like, your first person perspective, you can choose the runner shell you want and the play style you want. If you're playing with a team, you can be the person that protects the people, meaning the field medic, you can be the triage, and then your other teammate could be this and that, the assassin. So you guys can do different things going in and kind of like helping each other with the different runner shells you choose. So I really, really like this. I really like this a lot. This is a lot of fun. So that's pretty much the video where it goes over all the runner shells, and that's just kind of like my synopsis first impression thoughts. Now, if I had to choose my favorite, see, I really like the idea of being the rook when I don't have people to like play with, but I think if I were to choose my favorite one, let's see which one I liked. I really like the assassin because I don't know, the ability to have camouflage just reminds me of that classic Bungie Halo. So let's see if I had to choose right now which one I would enjoy the most. Ooh, this is tough. I think I was really, because I think I was leaning more on the destroyer because I'm very much a go in up close fight kind of person, whereas it just depends. Sometimes I do like to sit back and fight. I definitely am going to give all of these runner shells a try and see which archetype fits my playstyle the most. So I'm actually I cannot wait for this game to come out. Now there is talk about it being $40, which I think is a pretty decent price. I think if it's anything similar to like Arc Raiders and the price and all that, I think it's a great, I don't know, I'm excited. Tell me what do you think? I don't know about you guys, but this is shaping out to be better. I'm hopeful. I am hopeful. Anyways, I can't wait to play Marathon. Any more updates, we can talk about it in future videos, but that's the video. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you like this kind of stuff, please subscribe. I stream a lot. Anyways, I'm just going to wrap up the video. Anyways, yada, yada, yada. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I can't wait to test out Marathon. Please tell me what you think down below, and I am definitely, as time goes on, I will 100% compare Arc Raiders and Marathon, just because it's the extraction shooters that, you know, is out. Anyways, thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Jay out.